It's one of the most unique shops in town, smack dab in the heart of Plaza Midwood.
I am still busy. Is there a number where I can call you back?
Jewelry, Bob Marley gear, patches, all sorts of clothing. Reggae Central carries merchandise you likely won't find anywhere else.
I opened here in May 31st, 1997, so almost 25 years.
It's one of those stores that makes Plaza Midwood, well, Plaza Midwood.
Seemed like this area was the coolest.
But also in the store, moving boxes, lots of them.
Unpacking, yes.
Business owner CAROLYN BARBER is being forced out by a new building owner who wants to turn the site into a restaurant.
Not moving by my choice.
Reggae Central is just the latest on a growing list of locally owned small businesses that have either closed up or relocated, joining the likes of Boris and Natasha, Buffalo Exchange, and even the iconic Central Avenue Dairy Queen.
You know, lease rates go up, and if you're a small business owner and you don't own your building, then there's always the threat that you'll have to eventually relocate.
Over the years, Plaza Midwood developed its reputation as an eclectic mix of shops, restaurants, people, and art.
One of the things that I value most about the neighborhood is the architecture and the history. There's definitely kind of a village type feel.
But its prime location on the outskirts of Uptown have made it a target for developers.
It's a common theme in every city, right? A neighborhood's cool, cool people move in, they do innovative, distinct things, and then they make it so viable that people want to be there, and you run yourself out of town.
Over the last decade, several mid-rise condos and apartments have popped up, and now the biggest project to date is breaking ground. Commonwealth, a 12-acre mixed-use multi-building project that will have a little bit of everything.
We'll have about 100,000 square feet of ground floor retail across multiple buildings. That's going to be, a mix of local, regional, national tenants, food and beverage, and traditional retail operators.
Located on what has been known as Central Square, Commonwealth will feature a mix of retailers, restaurants, luxury apartments, a boutique hotel, office space, and a pedestrian-friendly Main Street with lots of green space.
There's obviously a really cool kind of downtown area to Plaza Midwood, and so we wanted the feel of the front door of the project to imitate that. And so we took the residential that sits on top of that retail and slid it back 20 or 30 feet so that that retail protrudes out and has that kind of Main Street feel to it. So when you look up and down Main Street, it feels like a continuation of what's already there.
I was told the same with the building that's around our building. It was going to have retail on the bottom and be more neighborhood friendly and everything. And let's be realistic, we know when it comes to the bottom line on these things, they're looking for the most return for their dollar on everything.
Understanding the uniqueness of Plaza Midwood, developers at Crossland Southeast are making efforts to include input from local neighbors.
A lot of those responses were, green space, pedestrian activity, good tenant mix, connectivity with the neighborhood itself.
Overall, Crossland's been very conscientious of doing the right thing. For example, they're going to be preserving 2 of the historic coal manufacturing buildings.
The first phase of Commonwealth is slated to open in 2024, phase 2 in 2026. Neighbors seem to be split on the plan. Does it help enhance the community or hurt it by distracting from some of its distinctive charm?
Many of the residents feel that it's an improvement over a parking lot, which is a lot of what the space is right now.
I don't see it as too great for this neighborhood because it won't be a neighborhood anymore. It won't have character.
It's just mass development at the expense of people that are already in an area that are adding nothing but boxes for people to live in.
No place in Plaza Midwood epitomizes the push-pull of redevelopment more than the Thirsty Beaver. The local dive bar is a staple in the community. The building has stood here since 1948. A few years ago, co-owner Brian Wilson resisted all offers for his business, so Overtown Row Apartments had to alter its plans and build around the Beaver.
We understand how unique our situation is. That is part of why there's been so much attention. We were popular even before all this took place. This only added to it just because of the uniqueness of it.
It's something that's happening in a lot of American cities these days. Unique neighborhoods drawing interest from developers who see opportunity.
Because we created this and now we cannot capitalize on what's getting ready to happen, you know, money to be made in this area that we created.
And so that's what's kind of sad about continuing development, is that we're getting fewer and fewer. I don't know how long we can be here. I don't know how long we can afford to be here.
And for those of us who know the history of Plaza Midwood, then it's just, you know, there are things about this place that are so special that we don't want to lose, and that some people feel we've already lost.
As the old saying goes, the only constant in life is change. And for better or worse, Plaza Midwood is changing. For CAROLYN Impact, I'm Jason TERZIS reporting.